Okay, let me take a drink before I start this. Alright. So, yeah. I love these movies, dude. Like, these movies are so awesome. There's just something about them. And now this new Godzilla has came, this Heisei Godzilla. The other Godzillas are gone. Something happened to them. And now it's up to Heisei Godzilla. So, after this random Godzilla shows up and pretty much attacks the city and all shit breaks loose, after that, this Godzilla, Heisei Godzilla, returns to save the Earth against a giant radioactive Godzilla blood plant thing named Biollante. Now, this battle goes pretty well in Godzilla's favor, and now Godzilla comes back after all this shit. And I like to believe that the different Godzillas, even though they're different, they all have each other's memories. They're as if they're the same Godzilla. They have the very memories and flashbacks of the very first Godzilla and what it saw back in 1954. Like, they're all pretty much the same creature. They just keep, like, dying or evolving into different looks and stuff. So they're different monsters and their fighting styles may be different, but they're still all really the same Godzilla if you think about it. Because most of them look alike, some of them look different, doesn't really matter. But they're all kind of like each other's offspring if you think about it. Whatever. But, so this movie is one of my favorite Godzilla movies. Not exactly one that really makes it to my absolute favorite, but it's still up there. It has a special place there, because it gives us a story behind Heisei Godzilla. We're like, what the hell is he? Like, what's going on? Why is he here? What the fuck's going on? Like, all the other Godzillas pretty much had a story. The first Godzilla was some kind of sea monster that just lived, like, at the bottom of the ocean, or the sea, or whatever, and nuclear tests, or whatever, like a new kind of missile came out, and they were, like, testing it in the water, and they awakened this ancient beast, or whatever. And then, you know, he just pretty much went on, and other Godzillas started appearing, and stuff like that, and they all have their own little stories and crap. But now, for some reason, this Godzilla was the last dinosaur alive, really, one of the very last, and it was called a Godzillasaurus, and it was this cool-looking little monster dinosaur thing. It had no spikes, and it was pretty tiny. It was about probably like 20 or 50 feet tall. I'd say around 30 because it's either, 50 at the tallest, so I'd say it's about 30 feet tall. These Godzillasauruses, you know, pretty much like died out or whatever, and there's like one still alive on this island, and there's like a war or something. And I thought the idea was kind of offensive because I'm pretty positive it was like they were saying that the Americans were like bad guys and they were like for no reason killing Japanese people. Which, I don't know, maybe that was true, but I just think it's a little offensive to put that in a movie. But, so, this dinosaur actually saves the guy from dying, and how do they repay him? They drop a nuclear bomb on him, and this monster was all nice, and then it just goes crazy once it's, infected or whatever by this, nuclear radiation, and it just goes crazy, and, it's like fire in its eyes and crap, and it gets mutated and turns into this giant, indestructible Heisei Godzilla. And one of the best Godzilla villains is back, King Ghidorah. But he's Mecha King Ghidorah now, basically. He has a robotic head, robotics all over him, and he's just ready to fight, and it's a freaking amazing movie. Fan favorite. Go check it out. Awesome movie. Yeah.